Hi, this is Bay Pranks here, and we're gonna do a video on the Beyblade Burst Rise character rankings. So make sure to watch the part two of this video because apparently the video goes too long and I can't upload it. So yeah. Okay, things we need to get straight. So to get started, this video is completely opinionated. So if you disagree with my listing, you can comment down below and we might consider your opinions. So the rankings start from last place to first place. There are 12 characters. And yeah, we'll move on to my least favorite character. This is completely opinionated. Okay, so starting off, 12th place is Fumiya Kindo. So Fumiya Kindo is my least favorite character for many reasons, including the downgrade from Free De La Hoya. So Free De La Hoya was like a legend. He was awesome. He had like so many traits, and he was my second favorite character. But Fumiya will have to be my least favorite. Sorry to all the Fumiya fans because he's just I don't support him. Like Free, sure, man. That guy's awesome, awesome. It's so exciting to see him back in Beyblade Burst Sparking. Um, he owns Mirage Fafnir. Very excited to see that Beyblade. So yeah, I think that's much better than Wizard Fafnir because Wizard Fafnir has didn't have much burst resistance, which was very terrible considering that Fumio is already that like bad. You know how deep Kanox is like really good. We could have seen something like that, you know, a connection, but so yeah. He's jerk and loses most of his battles, including the humiliation from Dante and Loden. He got humiliated by Dante, Loden, and Delta, which I forgot to mention because Dante beat him live. He was like completely trash talking about how he'll beat him, and then Dante just Drum just beat him. Then Loden, who's he just got trashed. The only person that he beats is Armin. He's not a splendid when it comes to Beyblade skills, but yeah, he's high in the rankings. It just has to be. 11th place is Joe Lazur. Joe Lazur is ranked low on this list because of his low contribution to the season, and it's pretty weird. He didn't come up much, and he wasn't like a main character in the section of Beyblade Burst Rise. You know, there's the Beyblade Carnival, then the that Iger Cup. I forgot what that was, and then Gwen and Arthur comes and then there are 3 sections. In the first section, Joe did much, but like Loden kind of he's higher in the ranking, so he's just better. Joe the coin flipping trick is pretty interesting and entertaining. How he uses that special move, like it was pretty cool. I mean, like pretty creative. Judgment, something pretty cool, but yeah. He also got destroyed by Gwen Reynolds in his first try. Gwen, that was when it got really good. Gwen was like destroying everybody, starting from Joe. And Joe was like he's a decent blader. I mean, like winning him beating him in a burst finish on his like second match without giving a point is okay. Yes. 10th place is Blint Devoy. So Blint is very much like Joe. In addition to the fact that Dustbowl Cash or Dread Bahamut and Judgment Joker have the same trick. It was pretty funny because Dustbowl Cash, I don't think you get trick as its performance tip, but the anime combo is Dustbowl Cash Ratchet Trick 10, But yeah, that Spellcaster is a decent Beyblade. I mean, like, it just steel spins, and wins. So yeah, um, Blint is an artist, and he's pretty cool when he's serious and when he paints. He's kind of weird though. He's just a better Joe. He's not like he's like neutral. I mean, like Loden, you could say has but just one good point for Loden, kind of you know takes out Blint. That's why Loden's higher in this list. And yeah, okay. I want to mention that Blint's Dread Vertical or Dusk Vertical move is pretty cool. I mean, like, it's it's a perfect circle and it like goes sideways. It's pretty interesting, and it actually works in real life. That was like the most interesting and yeah, cool part. Ninth place is Loden Hajima. Okay, so Loden is also a downgrade from Louis, but he's not as weak and helpless as Fumia. So, well, I'm just saying that Louis is. I feel he is better than Loden. He's just more. I'm just used to him more. He's like, yeah, I'm just more used to him. Loden, the only good part about Loden is his intensity. I mean, like the part where he becomes friends with Drum, that doesn't match. It's not, if they kept him like intense for the whole season, maybe I'd rank him in 7th or 8th place. That only depends. But Loden didn't do that, and the anime didn't think of that. So Loden, he does very little in the anime, very much like Louis in Beyblade Burst Turbo, but it's very noticeable. So you know how Louis comes in that first Luno Cup, and then he just like goes just because Iger can beat him and prove that Louis is trash and that Bloody Longinus is so bad, and yeah, all that. It's like the same thing in the finals. Iger versus Louis and Drum versus Loden. So the plot's kind of the same, but Beyblade vs. Sparkins, very different. Much better. Much better, man. So his intensity and his personality don't match at the end, but was good enough to make 9th place. So here we go. 9th place, Loden Hajima. This is what was meant to be. 8th place is Arthur Peregrine. Arthur, there are better characters than Arthur Peregrine. Maybe you can spot some one or two characters would be after him in the rankings, but Arthur is 8th place because I just feel like that's where he needs to go, and there are better characters than him. Arthur is known to be the antagonist in replacement of Win, and he does break Devil Ocean Dragon. So what the anime is saying is that Gwyn is not the antagonist, even though he has the final battle like Vault versus Iger. Gwyn is not the antagonist. Arthur is, for some reason. I mean, like, he beats Iger, he breaks Dragon, he breaks Bibolos. It kind of leads to the point that he is antagonist, except I just can't accept it. Gwyn's more the kind of guy, he just feels like the antagonist. Arthur also loses to Armin. Are you serious? Armin can't even beat good old Fumia, and Arthur loses to him. That just means that Arthur is getting flukes, and the Infinity Armor thing is not good. Oh my god. Arthur, man, he's not the best antagonist. He's also kind of like a wimp. After he loses the Drum in the Hell Tower, he kind of like runs away, but like walks away in shame. I mean, Fi doesn't do that. You know how Iger beats Vault like the first time, and then Iger also beats Fi in an unofficial match. He's like, whatever, and then he just goes away. That's like, yeah, Fi, but Shu losing to Louis, that's kind of good. That was what was needed to make the plot more interesting. That was like, yeah, that was just compulsory. So Shu, like, running away, that's not related, and that actually makes it better. But this, that's just downgrades. His rankings 8th place, man. I cannot believe it. losing to Armin is also terrible. Never lose to Armin. And that's why Armin's higher in the list, bro. Okay, so we've talked about this guy in the previous rankings. Armin, what, 7th place? Nah, he's not a good blader. He doesn't win it. He's the only person he's actually officially beaten is Arthur. Unofficially you can count Dante and Drum, but that's just, yeah, no. That's just not acceptable. But Armin beat Arthur. He's not a good blader. I mean, like, his gold version of Beyblade could be better. Like, Bushin Ashindra or Bushin Ashura is a terrible Beyblade mainly because of its low burst resistance. But if you the gold version of Ashindra, when it, like, glows and all that stuff, and it's like gold, maybe you can make it better. I mean, like, he beat Arthur, sure, maybe he deserves it, but that's only variating. But Armin's blading skills don't touch exceptional. However, his character is pretty decent. Yeah, his character is not bad. When he teaches drum, I just like saying drum because it's more flowy, but like it's going with the flow. But so he teaches drum yoga to calm his mind and concentrate. I think that was pretty fascinating, flattering. I think that was pretty cool. I mean, like, yeah, pretty unique. I mean, like, it's never happened before, so sure. I mean, like, Vault. I mean, Jenga from Metal Fight. He gets taught some Chinese stuff in that Chinese something. I don't know what that was, but yeah, that was kind of the point. Except this was just more funnier, and Burst is always better than Metal Fight. That's my opinion. That's a harsh thing to say, but I like Burst more than Metal Fight, mainly because it's just not right. I mean, like, even the original series was better, but we're not talking about that. Armin, cool, 7th place is better than the other bladers. They were just sad. Armin, yeah, good place for the worst character. Worst blader. Sure, 7th place is not bad. I mean, like, you could at least be good in some way, and this way is fame. So nice, bruh. Nice. Okay, so we're ending the part 1 of our video. So as I said, there's gonna be a part 2 because video is too long. So make sure to see part 2. So that's my rankings for the bottom half of my list. So make sure to see the top list. That's when it actually gets good. I mean, like, Armin, sure, Armin and Arthur, they're decent, except you want to see the top 6. That's top 6. That's where actually gets good. So yeah, please like and subscribe. See ya.